of the sun. So 20 million churches and arms waving in the air. And a seething prostitute said she once had a kill. And all the little children that dance in the grass. Inside the nation, that would be the last. There ain't gonna be no kings, you won't wanna sit and sail. When the hills run like rats from the ship. Woke up this morning and I went. For the sight of your eyes and a kiss. Don't know how you feel, but with the moon falling down, I'd like to spend the rest of my life in your room. Ain't a pumpkin pie. It's Halloween outside. You got some in your eye. Better go across the room. Smile at me, ignore all my woes. And a bathroom stall. No other place other more. Talk about romance movie. And the ones that I might
Oh, what's going on? I gotta adjust this a little bit. That might be better. Maybe. What's going on? Chris here with the NFGL online stream. 1 second, though. Kind of getting a couple other things together here and trying to figure out how I want to reset some of this up. Because pretty much I was having some audio issues and everything else, and so I wanted to refactor a little bit. I'm also trying to bring in a better solution for chat, at least viewing sites on my phone. So, yeah, I'm kind of doing a couple things on the fly, but that's kind of par for the course right now. Yeah, let's get this up and running. Okay, let's go straight to chat. Let's open that in the browser. Alright, so we should have the chat open now. Let's make sure Mr. Sam knows what we're up to. Should be live, should be up, should be running. I might even grab a hat, because my hair is just hideous. Wham bam, 1 second. Alright, well, let me also check, well, I don't know if I can check levels here, if I wait till Samuel's online to help me check them levels. But in the meantime, hey, welcome to the NFGL online live stream, chat, doodad, where we play more Panzer Dragoon Saga. I'm going to try to continue on from where I left off now that I've actually got another working disc for disc 4. We are doing burn disc right now because this game is too expensive to buy, and I am just not going to do that. At least, unless it has like a legit decent way that wasn't like $500 collector's pricing. I might be where I left off. Very cool. That's handy. I forget how to play this. Oh, that's not good. Oh boy. Okay. So if I recall correctly, I think there's like monsters on the surface. I may want to try to find another way of going under. So I think those things are going to be way too tough. Okay, so that's backwards. Ba-da-boom. Dang. Oh. I think it's like B that's on that for that. I forget. That's B. What's up, Sam? Hey, let me know how the audio sounds. I made some adjustments, primarily turned up levels and moved the mic closer to me. So, yeah, if something seems not quite right or anything sounding blown out or not balanced, let me know. Definitely let me know, because I'm not aware of what everything sounds like right now, and I kind of made some guesses. Also, it turns out the save was pretty much where we left off, so I backed it up at a really good time. That was actually the save point I had. Leads above the forest. Oh, what? That's the D9. So we have then. It can't be sold, sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just missing 5. Ooh. The audio is reversing. reverbing again. Okay. Is it less so like that, by any chance? Just making sure it wasn't like where I was picking up too much from my surround sound. I'll wait your answer. So is nope that it's no longer reverbing, or is nope that it did not fix the reverb? Okay, got it. Okay, I think that should be better. It looked like yes, the game footage and my camera both had the same audio source, which is not what we want. Should sound better now. Maybe. Should actually be able to hear the game now. That's kind of an important aspect. Okay, and then I guess just as we go through this, let me know how the levels sound, because I want to be able to hear beat clearly, but still get some of the game in there. Yeah. Didn't see anything there. We'll see how this goes. I might turn the game up a little more still, just so I can enjoy it a little more, because it's fun to enjoy the game audio as well. Minimize things. And I think there's probably a couple of weird things up on the surface that are causing some of this, and so part of the task here is to go through the bottom and deal with them, so to speak. So if I recall, last time we played, I was in a situation where I got like blown away or something. Something happened where I couldn't progress. Yes, I agree. Honestly, it's just that Panzer Dragoon Saga is full of these really cool motif scenes. They're all very, well, I think besides the big airship battle, these are all pretty like kind of short and sweet in a lot of ways. If that makes sense. Like they always feel they're kind of short. They definitely don't overstay their welcome in terms of areas. I'm not 100% ready to say it's like that. I don't wish something were longer. So do you think something probably could do with having a little more staying power? So, to the right was work out items, if I'm not mistaken. I will say the way the camera moves when I'm going up and down and it kind of reverses, it's a little disorienting at times. Yeah, I said record here. It's a bit too loud. It might be a little too loud. Hang on. And also let me know where your speakers are at overall. So I still have a little headroom where I can change things back and forth. I will try that. I upped my my mic a little more. We'll see how that does. If it helps. But yeah, so if that helps, let me know. Just go in the thick of it, see what happens. Okay, yeah, that does help. Your intruder removal system failed. Oh boy. Hopefully just kind of having to spend a little time there will help keep them off my back. There we go. Good lord. What are you? That didn't do nothing. I have a feeling that you're gonna do some nasty if I stay up in the front too long. Good fight. Yep. You know, I don't know. Onslaught. Sweet. That sounds awesome. I don't know when I will get that because I'm missing a middle piece. That's part of my issue. proto drones. Ha ha. Oh, that didn't. That's bad. There we go. Beep, boop, 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 beep, beep. If I remember correctly, I also buffed up my pistol quite a bit. Ow. Jerk move. Get out of here. I hope I haven't. Like, I'm tempted to sort of look up what I could be missing, but, you know, it's been kind of fun to discover too. My best reference I've used has been just to kind of look at where I picked up the other ones. I'm just leveling up. Dang. Where I picked up the other ones relative to where in the game. Let's see. Let's get items. Perfect. I think what I want is that. But, like, as you see, I've hit, like, every other piece besides that. Ooh. There we go. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I missed it, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Just can't get there without them pulling off that evasion system stuff. Don't know what to tell you. They do their lousy laser attack. Lousy. Apparently it might be weak at the head too. But I'll just eat the damage and get a lesser grade of my fight. So I don't want to just risk something silly. I just keep beating these things up and getting like all the experience. Seems to be what's going on. Oh, did I miss one I didn't open up? Maybe. Yeah, I don't think I opened this one up. And I think that's it. Yeah. So there's probably another entrance that I missed. go to the map. Alright, so I gotta find those entrances, keep on knocking those things out. That's fine. Let's see what we can find. That's me. I knew there was a button for my map. Continue my quest. We'll keep kind of looking down here a little bit, see what we find. So I'm assuming not all those were in that one little cocoon area. I hope not, 'cause otherwise I missed where that would have been. Quest. Okay. Let's go west. Got him. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Excellent. And, I mean, when you do those one enemies wrong, they will hurt you. Something fierce. On the sand. I think we label that as cocoon 2, possibly, so I may have even missed the first cocoon. That's what I'm wondering about. That looks like a cocoon to me, don't it? I will face it dead on. So we're figuring it out. We're getting smart. Okay, does this camera angle work a little bit better too? I decided to sort of get a little closer up on my face because I felt it seemed sort of awkward having the camera pointing sort of up at me sitting. I mean, it's not exactly the most flattering camera angle. So I was like, well, maybe go more of a traditional profile up close. So I had the room for it. Let's go, let's go, let's go! Cool. Cool. More elixirs are welcome. I will take elixirs all day. Oh, looks like I may have missed something with the other cocoon. A couple areas, actually. Maybe. Unless that's part of this and I just didn't realize it. Don't know yet. I should have been using my map more often, but I wasn't. So there you go. Sweet, camera works. Good, good. Great. Trying to get back in the groove, man. Oh, looks like there's a passage at least. Let's get that passage. I will say this does feel effective in terms of making it feel like an undergrowth of a forest. It's a little bit linear in terms of some of the passages, which it kind of has to be so you can actually see where you're going, where you need to go. But I mean, yeah, it's almost like early FPS sort of trick in terms of having a tunnel look like something a little more organic, right? And I think it's relatively effective. It ain't bad. Just keep it going straight up. There we go. There we go. Shell plate. Well, that just connects right up, don't it? Ain't that something? Yeah, this all looks a little familiar, don't it? We can investigate up there a little bit real quick, just to make sure we get it all. So if I was looking at my map, I may have been able just to take care of all these things right away, and I didn't. I missed some of it. We're gonna pick it up now, aren't we? Aren't we? Okay. Okay, so yeah, I really didn't miss anything over this section. Back to the other part. Cool. Boy, howdy. So I've been thinking over some improvements I want to start making on the stream as well. A lot of it inspired kind of how Brent has this constructed, because I do like a lot of what he's doing for like that traditional Twitch experience, having some background music, much better graphics. Some of the novelty events, I don't know if I can do quite as many as what he does or anything like that, just because it wouldn't be of my interest, but you know, there might be little things to... Whoa, what are you things? Very cool. You know, maybe something to spice up the stream experience a little bit. I don't know if it'd be like incentives for topics of discussion or future games to try out. You know, maybe things like that. I will say I do like how Panzer Dragoon Saga has like just random wildlife traveling throughout. Really makes the world feel much more lived in that way. It's not just enemies and items and that's it, but you have random things sort of hanging out. I like that. I like that a lot. Bam! Oh, that Sega Saturn's working really hard right now. Poor guy's trying. Cool. I mean, that might have been the other side of that passageway, if I'm not mistaken. Just for completeness, I'm gonna make sure I got everything on that side of the tunnel. I'm pretty sure it was just me skimming the side. But I mean, the way this is, the way I can miss something, I want to make sure I got all of it. I don't know, what are your thoughts on that, though? Trying to, you know, create some more content to spice up the stream. First things first, is going to be having a regular streaming schedule again, because I think that worked very well for the Maddening before. It kept me on track, and I think it made it better just for a viewing experience to know when it was going to happen and have people be able to join up when they want to. Things like that. So that's certainly first. That is another exit, it looks like. I'm not going to need that quite yet. But yeah, you know, maybe I can see maybe certain challenges or ways of approaching some of the Madden games, for example, being a way of doing it. Though it'd probably be a proficiency I would have to get to for a lot of those football games to really make that happen. There could be other things like in certain RPGs using certain kinds of builds and other parameters like that, just to give a little more involvement, a little more say. See, there's number 10. I think there's 12 units. So I'm missing like number 5 or number 6 or something. Let's see what's further up ahead here. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, mark that in our brains. That's a door that is completely full. I will say too, the way you can backtrack in this game for certain areas, I'm not super confident that we pass the unit that we need in a way that we can't get it somehow. Unless it was in that one town that got completely blown away. Then it's probably turbo done. But I don't think we got quite there. So I don't think we're quite done like that. Trees are hard. I don't know what your thoughts on such things. Horse is so back. So many trees. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I hope so too. It'd be nice, like in the single run of this game, to sort of hit all the marks and the secrets, especially organically, because like it's still that first area still sticks in my mind with how you kind of find those birds, right? And it's like all of a sudden they kind of lead you to that area where you get one of the parts and a bunch of items and stuff. Like, that was really cool. Oh, let me charge this up. Got him. I guess with these guys, it's about where you start off positioning wise. Also, how much power you got. Dang it. That's when I can get the one shot off, but take a little damage. I have that sniper attachment, I think it is, for my pistol. So it's like 2, 3. So it's like when you hit a weak spot, it does critical damage when it's weak to pistol. Bam. Great fight. Got some liquorize. I was thinking about, like, for some graphics for the stream, even go the route of maybe having the schedule posted, or I can have certain things scrolling on the screen in terms of updates, upcoming stuff, whatever. You know, there's a few options I think could be done for that. Things to help kind of grow the stream, clean it up a little bit, take advantage of what I'm doing, and you know, a lot of times what can be in terms of popularity, since I think there are aspects of the stream that are appealing. charged up. Oh, dude. Got him. I'm wondering if I'm just having to travel through this area enough to get to all these flower things that are horrible, terrible. Womp womp womp. Great fight. Some more of them eyes. Another level. Let's go, boys. Leveling up. Traveling, traveling, traveling. Still towards the great thing in the sky. Did we make it? Looks like we made it. Is it boss fight time? Okay. Infested Grigrig. Ugh.
やっぱり暴走している。なんとかこいつを止めないと。
Gross. Okay, so that didn't do it. A little bit of damage. Gross. Find. Yeah, I'm gonna. That's cool. Well, that probably wasn't a thing I need to do, but. Let's go ahead and do that. I guess that's all I have is recover. Get rid of bind. Let's see here. I want to use. Damage. No, heal up. Item. Save that a little bit. I think it's me that hurts the most. Did I get that right? Is it the green that hurts? Yeah. Bind, I don't care about it. It's fine. Except I think it allows me to have one charge. Looks like it. That's lame. I will need to solve that issue then. Okay, so bind is really inconvenient. annoying. Okay. This will get old real quick. I'll take the damage. So at least I can recharge and move and stuff. Not gonna have many of those left. Trying to think what I can do to slow that down a little bit. That's my last cover, I think. I may have to spend a couple turns focusing on getting rid of that red. There we go. See if this works. Okay. So now we can just charge, and that's how we do it. That's how we do it. Got it. Okay, now we got this fight solved. Okay. There we go. Missed it. That's okay. Okay, let's go around here. There we go. There we go. First we charge the card, then we blow it up. I'd be tempted just to go for it all, but gonna play it the way we should.
両側の構成生物が直接エネルギーを送ってるみたいだ。あの方の正面は危険だな。
Oh, we got cannon to avoid now. Okay. Time to get out of the way of the cannon. Yep. Sure. Oh, this might be the enemy. Yeah. Yep. I got too aggressive with those bullets there. I should have saved some for items to take the hit. But I didn't do that. Alright, so a couple of things here. One, we don't have to use up all of our items now. As you can imagine, as I did. Yeah, because I used a lot of what you would call recovers. And I should be able to do those fights without using any of those recovers now. Now that I'm doing it in a somewhat smart way. Number two, I can travel this whole thing, take out all these doodads, even go back and save if I want. And, you know, not lose a lot of progress. So, I will say that is a thing about this game also, is that it doesn't punish you super hard for some mistakes. Like, as long as you save, yeah, we see the patterns. We know what's happening now. And then I'll have to position myself when it's all red. If I can, I don't think I can. So I might get hit by the parasite no matter what. Maybe. As you see, the way I have my pistol set up, it's set up for beating bosses, and that's the way I like it. But as I was saying, you know, there's a lot of the game is this pattern recognition stuff, things that really don't take a lot of time to learn, per se. So, like, once you know it, it doesn't take very long to get back to your spot you're at before, the progress you had. It's more of things you're learning than just physical progress. You know, so that helps. Yeah, this is really cool. Look at that. And just slow down the console. It goes, hang on, console. You got to pump them brakes and slow it down. Slow it down. Good trees. That reminds me, actually. I think I have some items. Those might only be in battle, though. Okay. I still don't know what I use those for, though. It seems like a bunch of almost monster parts. I got these weaponry and armor things. I don't know what I'd use them for. Hell, monsters. I'm all about killing monsters. I don't want to repel them. We're best buds. Like, hey, you want some experience? I'm like, heck yeah, I do. Let's do it. My boys. Maybe, and I'm thinking actually the parasites might be what's on the side of the cannon, so I might be able to get rid of those things early. Instead of just going straight up on the gun, which was tempting. It was like, just dodge and go, right? But that strategy isn't exactly what we want to do. That's not going to win you the battle. Oh yeah, how's FF7 treating you, sir? Still in it to win it with that? Happy Earth Day. Here's a bunch of fire. Ugh. Down that way. Right on. The rocket pad. What happens at the rocket pad? It's been... I have very inconsistently watched friends play Final Fantasy VII, so I'm not on the up and up with a lot of it. With some of it, I am with some of it. But it's in a lot of fragmented pieces. Okay, not bad so far though. That's fair. Would you rather play Panzer Dragoon Saga or Final Fantasy VII? So there was some displeasure with some of that kind of like detour aspects of Final Fantasy VII, and I'm assuming it also felt a little bit I don't want to say just primitive necessarily, but certainly it showed its age a bit from just being a sequel to Super Nintendo. It's like one game removed from the Super Nintendo generation of those RPGs. Oh, right on. Yeah. With the launch pad, gonna find out. Yeah. Right. Now, I'll say with this, while a lot of the experiences are very short and brief, because there's so few locations at times, you don't really have a lot of places that are lost in the shuffle. Like, you only have the one village, really. And so when that gets blown up, I mean, you remember, you remember what that place is and why it's significant. So there is some value in that. It certainly gives more importance to those areas. Again, that's kind of one surprise. I found myself favoring that aspect of this. Because, at first I was kind of like, everything's so brief at times, and I don't feel like I really get a lot out of an area when I'm sort of in and out, or there aren't too many. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. There certainly is something to be said about playing the actual game, and on the surface, the novelty of the combat system seems appealing, and there's some depth. There's certainly depth to it. It's not like there isn't depth to the turn-based stuff you have in the retro Final Fantasy games. We'll be coming back to that. I wonder if that's like a tunnel or something to the big tower place. That's what I wonder. But I feel like at times, well, I would certainly have some speculation of the limitations of how deep the combat system in this game can go, just because you have patterns you're following, which, like most turn-based RPGs, you do. You're looking for any kind of signal or pattern of when it's an opportune time to strike or defend, things like that. So that's certainly not new. But actually, I'm going to save it first, so it's going to be a little bit of backtrack, but they don't have to do this ever again if heaven forbid, I get crushed under the weight of my hubris again. I don't think there'll be as much of a problem now. I feel like I have for the most part, a full understanding of what the boss expectations are. I assume there's going to be another part after the canon, but at the very least we can skip a lot of this tunnel travel. Yeah, Breath of Fire 3 is... That's certainly on the list of games I want to finish up, because I've started that probably 3 or 4 times. So I am very sick of the beginning, like, 4 or 5 hours of the game, just because I've done it so much. It's like up to the arena tournament you get into. It's like from beginning to that, I'm just so tired of playing because I've done it so much. Yeah, let's save that record. Maybe I go up to the surface, kill all the doodads, and get some levels. Sounds like I'm level 41. You know, that's losing some hard-earned experience. It's a hubris. Of all things. Shame, shame. And I guess we just go north. Anything gets in our way, we destroy. That's what we do. Save them for you. You lost your friends. Now you lose your life. Bam! Now the Aragtaton. Shabona. Get her. Yay! Great! Great! Onslaught again. I use the Berserks more often early game, but I'm finding not doing that as much. I'm just not. Mostly because, you know, most of the boss battles are really about sort of pattern finding, and I guess you'd really use these when you are maybe in some of more of the common fights. And I have to double check on previous streams, but I really feel like I haven't used them for a while. Oh, right, because it's the way they're spinning. That's right. Forgot about that. Wasn't paying attention. There you go. Yay! Pupper got poops. So you can put here's some more old games you can play on the Sega Saturn. You can have someone spend hundreds of dollars for a legit copy. But why? Why these days? Why pay someone for that? Let them collect it, have it on their shelf. Let them have the trophy. You can play the game without providing a trophy. You know what I mean, Gene? I myself, I don't feel like I need the trophy. I got enough boxes and things for the most part. Like if it's reasonable to get a legit copy, of course, but sometimes it just ain't. Alright, I just don't need to do that. There aren't many huge games that I need to have because a copy of that kind of fit in that collector category. Oh, good job, Hoku. That was a smart dog. So, do you just run into it, or do you run through the door? Like, do you still have a screen door now? Also, that means that pupper was ready to go outside. That ain't no joke. She was just like, I am ready to go take a poop. Let's go do that. That girl was ready. That wasn't a level? Oh, good. Chance time! This stupid laser platform thing. Oh, let's come back in. Oh, she was ready to come back and hang out. That's cute. You wanted to see Mom and Dad. Yay. This fight is a lot easier now. Now that I'm doing it right. Speaking of pups, there's Kaylee. Oh, missed it. That's okay, we'll be charged up for the next one. Oh, yeah, the second one. Make up for that one we lost. Oh, I can see that, yeah. She couldn't though, because it was dark. She couldn't see it. Oh, Chris, you are just a comedy genius. Oh well, we'll get it. Now we're doing it the right way. step the wrong way. Yeah, you close that up. No, it's good. Yeah. Sup? But yeah, this freaking laser platform thing has been just the biggest bad guy in this whole story. Not only does it destroy a village, not only does it just create like a big, stanky, pain in the butt boss battle. Oh, I missed it. But then it's still like this, like, infected, gross boss. And it's just these choices that the Empire makes, terrible choices. I guess they wouldn't be the bad guys if they make good choices. So there's that. Oh, we're in the orange. So close. Oh, what's that one again? And more than most games, like, well, I'd say like this and a lot of tactics games, they really make you feel like that items are more there to alleviate mistakes that you make than to be a necessary thing, if that makes sense. You know, like, oh, you missed a couple of steps with what the boss is supposed to be doing, so here's a way of, you know, countering that
両側の光線生物
infected thing
直
and
接エネル
whatnot.
ギーを送ってるみたいだあの方の正面は危険だな
Okay, so that didn't do anything. Let's see if I can hurt that once it's not charging. Wait for it to charge and blow up. No, still just... I mean, again, unless it's looking for me to do like the homing laser, that's a possibility. Whoops. That was not what I was looking to do. This is gonna hurt. Oh, crap. That was me doing this, the same button pressed twice. That was not mean to do. Item. Sorry about that, guys. Now, part of the problem too, though, is that I don't have a what you call okay, I got free action. I can use it if I need to. Yeah, like right now. I can't move behind the cannon. Wow. That was why it didn't let me move. It didn't let me, like, move. It just was like, oh, I want to move here now. I guess I should have healed. That's rotten. Wow. So no, I can't move behind the cannon. And what happened there was it charged up, and then it moved into place and didn't give me any kind of opportunity to move out of the way of the cannon. Thus, I got hit. So what I will probably need to do is, will not get hit at all, except for probably the times it does things like that. But if I happen to get hit, heal up right away and go from there. Man, that sucks. As far as I can tell, it's unavoidable. Oh, dang it. See, it doesn't give me an opportunity to hit them. So I was hoping to have them move, like, do that move, and then I could just get them as they come in this place, but no, didn't get that. That sucks. I might look at some of my BP abilities too to see if there's anything of interest that, I don't know, might block certain status effects or whatever, just so I can save a move. Or maybe increase my defense or something, which I got some items I can do that with. I don't know if it's a permanent increase or not, but something, I guess. I don't think I honestly need much. Here's a heal, spheres of energy, recover more HP. Time limited shield. Awesome thing, normalize the status. So I have a recover ability I could use. Mesmerizes enemies. Cover HP, raises laser power, cover BP, accelerate gauge speed, raises defensive power, homing wave, laser beam. That energy rhythm was pretty fun to use, wasn't it? But I think that'll be my strategy, is just that stay healed up, take the hit when it happens from the cannon. The other possibility would be to I just didn't do it a lot good at all. Another possibility would be maybe I stay in front of the cannon for a bit, just so it doesn't have an opportunity to necessarily use a turn to move, perhaps. Go that route. That might be a thing to do. These things are just like everywhere, and I can just hunt them all, get all the experience. And as we've seen, it's not hard. It's not a very hard encounter to figure out necessarily. It's just some stuff appears to be very difficult, if not impossible, to avoid. I don't know yet. I am gonna get some XP, dang it. I deserve it. Great fight. Level 40. See, how come that you all get to like do like a movement and an automatic attack, and I can't? How does that work? How do I learn to do that? Ain't gonna tell me. Ain't gonna tell me Jack Diddley. Go have some lasers. Here's a thought too. What if there's something to like get rid of all of these in the area? Does that do something? It's saying like the cannon is drawing energy from like animals or something, right? Though granted, it might be a thing stuck on the side of the cannon, but maybe that's something to it. I don't know. I will say I see the things sort of zap away when I beat them up. So we're just gonna clear them all out. Like you said, get that experience. So I deserved it. I've been a good boy. Hurt my dragon, what a jerk. You're the jerk. You're the jerk. You are the jerk. One, two, and a three. Almost three. There we go. Another great fight. Man, nasty. I see you out here. Come at me, bro. Daddy's gotta eat. Now, the smart thing would be to let that charge up a bit and then hit him, because that carries over to the next fight. But I didn't do that. Now, it may not matter anyway, because I'm going to get hit by this guy no matter what. But, you know. Food for thought. Bam. Let's get that dying cash. Now, I'm not sure what I could be using that for. For something. Ah, I did not avoid that. I got hit by the worst hit. Dang it. Doesn't hurt that bad, but still, it's the pride. I'll take another one. You know why? I'm charging up. You'll see. Your friends get to have a full taste of that next. Yep. Bam. Goodbye. Benefit of charging up. Series of battles there. See, there's a little strategy, a little bit of doodad hoopanannies you can do. Yep, yep. Sure thing. Let's go blow them up. Bang, bang. Great fight. Genesis. What's Genesis? The Sega Genesis? Oh my god, we got a Sega Genesis? I don't want to change that. That's a good middle ground sort of dragon thing I got going on there. Okay. Restore health completely. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you zip zapped away. Yep. They all seem to sort of zap away when you beat them. So that's a thing. Put the middle here a little bit. Dang, we're gonna make sure we get all of them. Because that is some sick fat experience that we get. Continue my quest. No Meteo. You can't cast it either. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do here once I want to try to clear the area first. Just get all these enemies rounded up. Then once I do that, I'm going to save, and then at that point it should be just going straight shot to the boss and do what we need to do, minus like some of the ancillary battles that happen here. Plasma. Oh crap. Yeah, because I'm with you. I'm tired of the restarting this boss thing. It's getting old. Give me a lot of good. Should get rid of a lot of them. Excellent. And then we can keep our levels, dang it. And what I'll probably do here, I think, is I'm going to make sure this lower section doesn't have any more guys. Save it, and then just start going up in case I accidentally trigger the boss. That way I don't, like, do a silly thing and lose my progress. Or I can just beat the boss, you know? That would probably be a good solution. If I just did that. But that's hard. This boss is mean. You know? Mean boss. Let's go ahead and do that now. Yeah, it's pretty close to the save spot. So we're running down the forest. Like a bunch of monsters. But also, how about like 3 cheers for me for transferring the save over to the backup RAM before my clock battery in my Saturn died. Like, I thought I may have lost a couple areas worth of progress, but I lost nothing. I think that's pretty darn good right there, I tell you what. So, yeah, go me. Frack, just heal like that. Don't tell me I killed all your friends already. I thought we were having a party. Yeah, smart thinking. Go me. It is, it really is. Speaking of such things, have you seen the videos and posts about the PS4 of what happens to being able to play games on it once the clock battery in that dies? Have you seen this? Have you heard this? So there's a coin battery, like a 30 or 2032, whatever it is, that's usually used for the clock. And there is, I don't know if it's so much a bug or if it's just an aspect of something intended by Sony for how this operates, but not only is that battery used for keeping the clock straight, but there's also a synchronization process that happens with your game's trophies. If that synchronization is ever messed up, you cannot play games on the PS3. Not just digital games, but physical games too. You will get an error when you try to boot a physical game of the the PS4. You'll get an error on the PS4 that is like an error code that is essentially where the trophies are out of sync. So, in the event, and the only way to get around that error is to reconnect with the PlayStation Network to resync your trophies. So that means that once those servers are no longer available and that clock battery dies, once if there's no solution brought by Sony for this, you cannot play any games on the PS4, physical or digital, period. So what that would probably require, I would speculate, would be, yeah, in a sense. Now, here's the big kicker to that too. The PS5 also has trophy synchronization and all that, and it does not do this behavior if it loses its clock battery. So right now, this is only a PS4 problem. So that's a thing. Yes, I think your comparison to that Capcom arcade system with the DRM battery is, it fits. Yes. I remember the tales of that, for sure. Yeah, modern consoles, they are fickle things. Now, I think the solution long-term would probably be either some sort of hacked firmware for the PS4 to get around that, or hopefully Sony would have some sort of update to the OS or something, so you can just play games on it. I guess, I mean, that'll depend on how much support they really want to do with it, you know. But that is a reality of it. That makes me super mad too, because I have put a little bit of money into my PS4 stuff, primarily the PSVR stuff. Like, that's something I really enjoy about the console, and something I look forward to doing years down the road, because it's not that hard of a setup to get it rolling. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if that's something that happens long term and that reality comes to pass, I wouldn't be surprised if a lawsuit happens. For sure. But as of right now, that's the deal. So, I mean, that might get fixed. It's certainly a big issue for game preservation. Yeah. It just stinks. So in a lot of ways, then it's kind of like, why even invest in these newer consoles, honestly? There's the one thing where it's like, oh, digital content, you know, once servers go down, you don't really own it, things like that. You know, that's a common argument, and I get that, but then I'm still like, well, you know, if I either keep it saved off, or kind of like what's happened with WiiWare and such, it might be where it all gets leaked online, and so it's always, you know, available. So, you know, that's something that can happen with digital content, and I'd be fine with that, because then at least I can access it. But if it's the case like with the PS4, that's like, it doesn't matter how big or small your ratio of physical to digital is, you just can't do anything with it. It's busted hardware. That's sad. Yeah, I have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of the retro stuff for sure. I mean, you know, you and I both have varying degrees of retro stuff, and that is being able to go back to it. And I think they have. I mean, there were some major leaks that happened with PSN a while back, which is where you get a lot of the backups of the Vita and PSP stuff. So I imagine there's probably gonna be something there. Now, one sort of saving grace, at least with the PS5, there is some backwards compatibility for PS4. So from just pure legit standards as things are today, you're not completely locked out playing any PS4 game that would require getting another console, which, you know, might have maybe not that exact issue, but similar issues down the road. It's just like, you know, things out, you know, some oversights. Or it's like the 360 and the PS3, where those consoles are just dead things walking because they are engineered poorly, and so now it probably the best way to play a 360 game or a PS3 game is probably going to be emulation, just because they break all the time. Like, even I have a PS3 Slim that so far still works. I bought it like from someone because it was broken and they didn't have any way of really fixing it, or didn't care to try to fix it, and it was a broken Blu-ray drive, thank goodness. But for all of them that have bad ICs because heating issues, like the first and second releases of the OG PS3, they are broken products. You really can't use them, and unless you do some crazy cooling and hope for the best, they're probably gonna break pretty quick too. And so what ends up being really the best way to play that, because of how eccentric the architecture is and how finicky the freaking hardware is, you probably just do an emulator and wait for that scene to mature. And that's just it. Bam. I notice a lot of that probably isn't increasing my defense, really. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if you saw a video of it, Sam, but some people got some sort of networking solution going for the OG Game Boy. I mean, you can do a Game Boy Color and stuff too, I think, but they were playing Game Boy Tetris Online multiplayer. I was like, that's awesome. I haven't watched the full video yet, just kind of caught a couple snippets and some like quick little headline article things. So I don't know exactly what they're using. I'm assuming it's just, they're mocking up I'm assuming it's like some sort of serial network thing that the Game Boy does, and just have some sort of intermediary work over TCP/IP, I guess. I'm not network smart. We'll see. Yay, right? It's like you said, just play Game Boy, man. I'd subscribe to the newsletter. I can't remember. I think it takes me to. I'm assuming I'm going to want to save. Just get that out of the way. Save those 2 battles. It's a slow and steady process, but this guarantees I'm not going to run into the issue of repeating this again. So it makes for a slower stream, but that's okay. That's okay. It's the evening. As we slowly build the stream back up to glory and personality and production stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. Then we can finally watch Sam beat oh, it's not Adrian Chronicles, but you know, Adian, Eladian? How do you say it? The super crunchy N64 RPG. Andy Chronicles. Perhaps that's the correct name, is Andy Chronicles. But that is what I do look forward to seeing again. Though I know again that's a big commitment of a game to sort of dive back into, just because of kind of how complex it is and how nuanced it is. Surprisingly nuanced. Again, talk about a surprising game. I do want to do some online play of the Clubhouse games on the Switch as a stream too. Do some Yahtzee stuff and whatnot. That I have an unhealthy love for Yahtzee. Perhaps I'd say it's healthy. It's good. It's a good game. I won't restart another time Windows 10. You get out of here. But yeah, I think that'd be a kind of a fun stream just to have some online competition. It's real stupid simple to jump into. Like, I found it very easy last night was the first time I actually did some of the Clubhouse games online. And it's really easy just to do it. It was pretty cool. And I find myself congratulating players on what I feel are smart choices for Yahtzee. But then you get punished, just like in poker, where you can feel like you're doing all the right moves, but it doesn't really matter a whole lot because it's the power of the dice. You are subject to the dice, and that's it. We got a little ways to go. So there's a certain excitement for feel like you made a correct, risky call, usually, right? That's the big draw to Yahtzee. You decide, I'm gonna do what probably wouldn't be the safest move, and you get rewarded with big points. Usually getting like a straight or full house or something, you know, something along those lines. And what's kind of punishing is with Clubhouse games, their variant of Yahtzee, known as Yacht Dice, which, if that is really what the classic game is called, it kind of makes sense why it's called Yahtzee then, because it's, you know, Yahtzee, you know, it all sort of sounds the same. But there are certain differences in the rules compared to traditional Yahtzee for Yacht Dice that makes it a little bit harder to get big scores. For instance, with the Full House set, you're scoring the sum of the dice that match the Full House rather than just getting a flat score of, like, I think it's 25 for a Full House in traditional Yahtzee. So you have certain categories that would usually be a flat rate that now are based on the value of the dice. Thus, you can't just throw garbage out there like you would in the past to get that nice flat 15 or flat 25, which is like something that would be commonly done with the folks that I'd play Yahtzee with. And it'd be the expression of like, oh, that's a really expensive roll to spend on a full house, right? But now it's like, no, you get rewarded for using big time dice for a full house. It's just that you're not always gonna get that full. You're not always get that combination. Yeah, where it's like the Mighty Ducks are the elitist team. Kid gets kicked off. His mom's like, we should start our own hockey team. Get your friends together, and so they have their own scrappy team. I think they do bring Emilio Estevez back, don't they? I thought I saw that. So like, hey, Emilio! Alright, so yeah, we got all those enemies cleared. Let's check this out and see if we can beat it up. So like, hey, Emilio!
やっぱり暴走
I
して
beat
い
up all
る
your friends. What you think about
な
that?
んとかこいつを止めないと
Ooh, I think I'm doing more damage now too. Oh snap! Oh, I guess I would be because I did have those extra couple levels. Hopefully, it's enough to really make a difference. So, okay, here we go. Yeah, it looked like overall it would be a cute show. Jess started trying to watch Trailer Park Boys, and thus because of that, I ended up rewatching at least season 1 so far. And I'll say season 1 is kind of sort of tough to get through. Not terrible, horrible, but it certainly does not feel as sharp or as strong in terms of comedy with the characters, or at least haven't fleshed out the way that they are in later seasons. Like, especially like Jim Lee, he's not all about the booze and stuff. There's a lot of focus on how Julian really keeps the park together, and so I mean he is kind of a straight man with the group overall, but he's even more so to the point where he doesn't get as many comedic moments in the series. And Bubbles is pretty understated too. You know, it's kind of like just they're introducing the characters. They haven't really figured out what works with them yet, so they're a little less dynamic and a little less exaggerated than they are in later seasons. So yeah, overall, it's like telling Jess, I promise it gets better. It might be best even just to skip season 1. And I think I would hold to that evaluation, just like, season 1 gives you some context of some of the characters' history because that's what they go through, and you get some, you get some of those fun moments of episode 1 with Cyrus. I do enjoy the Cyrus character quite a bit. It's just dumb, but I mean, besides that, it really feels like it runs long. Even then, like, again, there are moments like with Julian telling Ricky, no, Ricky, better not just be out here getting drunk eating chicken fingers. Like, whatever, Julian. And then that's exactly what he's doing, like, to a T. Those are pretty funny moments, that fun juxtaposition, but it's still not as strong as what you get later in the series. So it's not very entertaining. Yeah, but you know. Cyrus is a great villain entered that world of the show. There we go.
両側の光線
Okay, now let's see if we can do something about this thing.
あの方の正面は危険だな
Yeah, in a weird way, it's almost like I would feel better about it as let's see if this works with what we got. Which is required for it's full gauge though. I'm not ready to do that. Try some shield tower. Use armor chip also. Okay. Shield worked. Limiter. See, look at that. Ain't that some bold? I think I just can't avoid it when it has that limiter open. Enjoy that. Oh, this shield is mighty fine. There we go. So that shield is pretty cool because it's timed. It's not based on health. I appreciate that. That it? Excellent. Circa Rage! Oh, let's go. Make my monster go. Dragon arm. Oh, snap! Oh, snap! Let's go, boys! My dragon's even cooler now. I just probably have to focus it. There's the caravan. We go to a camp. That gross parasite-infested laser cannon platform. It's gone now. We don't have to deal with it. My dragon buddy. Pet you. Yeah, well. He looks healthy today. Yeah, buddy. He's freaking awesome. Oh, we're almost up to our next level too. Look at that. Let's see. I'm like. So I think we were kind of like here. We went just into spiritual, I think. Kind of like that. Because that's where we get our recharge for our spirit power. And I think that's about where we want it. The laser rank is almost up to full. We're getting close to end game, folks. How does that feel? I think there's a save thing around or somewhere. There's camping equipment. Thought there was. Did I mistake this for having a safe spot? Like it was like before, we'd have some kind of camp with a fire, right? Leave the camp. I can't remember what the Seeker Stronghold is. It's that. Caravan. So we got like some stuff we had before. Press Y. That was their fleet advance. Maybe it's the caravan I'm looking for. I might be able to save in the world map too. I don't remember. Berserk Vampire. Do I get to suck the health out of things now? Is that what we're doing? Maybe it can't be sold. Just missing number 5. Ah. Oh, okay. So I just use it as part of my gun stuff. Yeah, but Assassin's really good. I really like Assassin.
あの乗り物は大したもの。
Something. Here's an example of ancient technology, and a boy is riding it. Make a deal. What you got? What you got?
なんだ
Assassin's pretty sweet. Okay, let's do that. Do that. Do that. Now we will never have to worry about conditions ever again. I mean, there's like some firepower stuff, but Assassin's the best. So, why would I ever get anything else? Because I don't need to. That's the answer. You're sleeping. Sleepy fellows. Perhaps we'll have to go to the stronghold. Unless you got anything else to say.
あの乗り物はこの近くに落ちとったんだ。少年が一人乗っとったが、見つけた時にはもう手遅れだった。どこの誰かは知らんが、無茶をしたものだ。
That was my buddy. Man, people be dying in this, dude. You know?
あの船すげえだろ。父ちゃんたちが拾ってきたんだ。
I think the one guy who was recovering a while back, we finally got to a spot where I can get a response from him recovered, hence getting that weapon upgrade. I'm assuming that's what that was all about.
まだあの子。
Sorry, pal, I didn't mean to disturb you. I think this had... Okay, this is subscription. Yep. Intestines. Okay, well, I guess we go to a stronghold. Leave a caravan. Me too. It's been a bit, so I don't remember much about what's here. Yeah, we'll enter that. Looks good. Sure. Like humans. Transfer human being correct. Buried beneath. Actually, yeah, no things to say too. Panzer's age, cache. Okay, so we went through that once before. We're not going to go through all those again. I have a feeling I'm not going to find much else here besides narrative stuff. And we've kind of already gone through this town.
アゼル彼女に
Good luck, kid. What do you think, Sam? Should we look up where this fifth dragon part is? Or should we see if we can still organically find it somehow, somewhere? All these relics. Run, 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 run. Up, 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 up. Screw it. I do not believe there's much for me here. So I think, again, the best strategy would be to probably relook at the footage again of when I picked up, in what order I picked up the, what you call, right. I don't know, 'cause it's like, I feel like I'm close to some of the stuff, because I got the little dragon guy, I got most of the dragon parts. I think I probably want the underground ruins instead, huh? I think? I got my little guy with me. I go back and forth a little bit with it because, I mean, just a lot of it is, because I think what it is, it's like another form that gets unlocked, which in a lot of ways sounds pretty cool, you know? Let's do the save spot at least. I don't recall how else I could save, 'cause I thought I could save like in the main world, not just in levels. There was a save spot at the previous camp I had. Well, at least I got one here. Bam. Now we definitely beat that boss. He was most certainly beaten. So I recall the underground ruins were what I went to before with all the elevators and stuff. Was that right? Is that what I did before? So the activation things. We had a dragon battle. That was cool. Should we fought the dragon battle? Like, it was sweet. Yeah, these things. I think. Did I? Are there any other places that required the laser power that I have now? There's the forest that requires full laser power. And we are one away. We are one shy right now. So is there anything else? So I feel like with Azrael, or whatever her name is, with her being gone, that was another story thing that happened previously. I don't think that's a recent event. So this is why you don't just stop games partway through. Now you're trying to figure out what did I do previously. I'm trying to think of any other places I can use those lasers at. Why, that one ship I destroyed, I investigated that pretty good. That's where I got my small dragon from. I don't think there was anything of serious consequence there. At least anything else. Remember, we did there was a lot of activity at that spot. You may recall. To activate that, I think, or something. This is like all discovery. Oh my gosh. Dragons, brother. Well, I was kind of hoping I'd find like a crate or something in here and be like, oh, found my thing. May as well just enter there. Sure. Oh, I haven't been down here yet. Oh. Well. Okay then. Oh. Is there a way to enter this without my dragon?
ここから先は一人で。お前は先に出口で待っててくれ。
There you go. And I don't recall if this is where I'm supposed to go, or if this is something I skipped before. There's a crate. I vaguely remember doing something like this before, but maybe I didn't do this particular section. Or maybe it just didn't save my mapping of it. Oh, very odd. Check this one out first, I guess. I think maybe this is where I'm supposed to go, and this wasn't opened up previously. Oh shit, okay. Something. Am I ready to go down that yet? Yeah, sure. Hoping this takes me back up. So if so, then I'll just do that. And pretty much try to explore all of those, you know, things. Thank you. Trying to aim for that. Yeah, like this was a longer dungeon. Let's go back to the hole. I'll explore that a little more. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have some hidden trinkets that we didn't get before. If we get our dragon item here, hey, that'll be real cool and slick, and conversation won't matter. We just did the thing. We'll try the right side first. So it's over here. Oh, chip, okay. That's acceptable. I mean, maybe just other ancillary items. Which I'll be alright, you know, I get some more armor chips and such. I'll have to keep that shield chip in mind, because that was really cool in that boss fight. It just pretty much nullified that tower's attack. That's just fantastic. Like, would I be ready to say that was necessary? I don't know. I mean, it sure did help in a lot of those moments where I wouldn't be able to dodge the cannon just firing. You know what I mean?
ここから先は
And
一人で
I mean, it completely just blocked the parasite. Perfect. Take left. Still do that on the map there. Yeah, we're going to go for the big cheese first. How about that? Let's go for the big cheese first. Yeah, the shield is saying, like, the shield was really useful. I'll have to keep that in mind for future boss fights. And also, kind of thinking, like, it'd be hard to say it wasn't necessary for that boss fight in terms of nullifying the parasites and the giant cannon firing. Thinking back to my previous comment about how items aren't necessarily required and they're more for an assistance with bad moves. Yeah, but that, like, because we've had a few boss fights where there were some unavoidable attacks, and that's just like, don't worry about them now. They're no longer an issue. I'm like, okay. Noted. I don't know. We're going to go to the big cheese item here, which I think is going to be this bottom one. Because if any of them are my super special thing I want, then it will be this one. Nice speed chip. That's still cool. I will say that forest level really made the dragon speed feel very slow compared to indoors. So it's kind of nice to have sort of an interior place to go through. It just makes movement feel a bit quicker, you know. That sort of deal. Hey, we're trying. There might be something down there. It might be just a bunch of regular chips. You know, we're going to give it a look. That's okay. I might end up doing a lot of backtracking just to try to remember what hasn't been done. Which I know I did a little bit of that when... what was it? I know I revisited the old... like the beginning couple areas before, just to make sure I didn't miss any key items. Which I think it was one of those revisits where I started getting some of those other parts. That might have been what spurred it, but even then, I think I was still trying to figure out where I need to go to. Alright, so we're going to go down the second longest path. So I think part of this too is that I grabbed a map of this area during my initial go through of it. So because of that, we have this to work with. Otherwise, I think part of the thrill of this would be to not know which direction to go and sort of that memorization. Well, I mean, you'd have a map, so you just check the turns you did, but there wouldn't be as much known about the paths you're going down. Yeah. Discover the unknown sort of thing. Maybe there'll be more gun parts for something I'm not going to change out because Assassin is awesome. And we're taking a right and then a left. There's nothing in that one. Does this drop me down to a more interesting spot? Yes, it does. Oh. Well. Huh. Okay. That's nice. Cool. I'd rather break stuff first. Cool, okay. Okay. Okay, well, we got some stuff. We got stuff. Made the heart race a little bit, though. Like, oh, what is this spot? Where am I at? Turns out, oh, place crazy. Just another part. More stuff. That's fine. I wasn't like just super stoked. That's gonna be all the mystery stuff I ever wanted. That's fine. We'll go check out the rest of the tunnel. Yeah, no dice so far. But we still got a couple little tunnels we can check out. Then I still have to figure out where I go next. Because if I had to super duper guess, I think there's probably another boss area I have to get to or do to increase my laser power to full. And then do that bottom passage of the forest, and that probably takes me to the big bad doodad thing, or leads me on that path, if I had to guess. So part of this too is just, you know, while we're taking the opportunity to explore some areas I had not previously, I was kind of trying to see if there was anything going forward here for the main quest. Which, that's part of the organic part. I keep on looking to the laptop like that's the camera. I may have to adjust something with what I'm doing so I don't do that all the time. No, we're gonna take a left, not a right. Because I'm like looking at the chat, and it seems more natural for me to do that. Maybe I'll move the chat thing like here, just so I'm sort of looking at that, looking at the camera. That might be the way to go. Yeah, I'm taking it right. Vroom, vroom, surfboard, tunnels, something radical. What kind of chip is this? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. Okay. I rushed to get the item, and as you saw, I pressed the enter of that section instead. Which means I have to go back up and back down again. Good. Great. I wanted to explore this again. Good. Animati. Great. Fantastic. Still better than NFL 95 or 97. What is that? 95 or 95? 95. And you know, I was afraid of doing that when I got to that big tunnel with all the what you call dang it, what was it called? Just like all the boxes. I was thinking in my head like, now Chris, don't press enter on this. Get all the boxes first. And I thought I was done. Out of the woods. We got it all. We done good, folks. Nope. Did not. Missed it. That's okay. That's okay. Now, part of it, well, no, because I used the elevator before, I'm sure. When I did the initial playthrough of this, because when we originally went through these tunnels, I was without the dragon, right? If I recall correctly. So it was just the surf thing, and it was like low energy, so it couldn't go uphill or anything. Yeah. So it's not surprising there are areas that I probably just did not look at because I was anxious to get out. I didn't have my dragon. At that point, it's like, it's not Panzer Saga, it's Panzer Dragoon Saga. I need my Dragoon part. Or am I the Dragoon? Is the dragon the person that rides the dragon then? Yeah, shield. Okay. I mean, hey, shield chip pretty good. Right? Shield chip, pretty awesome. Not gonna complain about that. We've already established the power of the shield chip. Just goes, oh, all that stuff they throw at you doesn't matter now. Have fun playing Panzer Dragoon Saga. Okay, so we're gonna take the elevator back up. We've already saved. Maybe I go back to the overworld. Well, first I'll save on the way out. And maybe go back to the overworld and see if there's anything obvious I can go to next. Because, I mean, I could kind of just rummage through here and make sure I got every nook and cranny, but I don't think that's going to be the best use of our time right now. And it's probably not super thrilling to watch, so, no. Oh, but what's the exit? Is the exit up here? I don't remember. Don't remember. There's a box thing. Or are there certain areas that are closed off now because of the water? And certain things are opened up now because the water dropped. Maybe. Is that what we're seeing here now? Maybe there's areas I have not been to because I couldn't drop the water? Or I just didn't? You know, I don't know. I don't remember anything about this. Well, I do remember things about this place. That'd be a lie. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. Alright, so that takes me back up. So if I want to go back up, I got that. Alright. Can't go down that way anyway, so that's off limits. This takes me straight to the dome. We remember the dome. We did things in the dome. Yeah. Let's see here. Looks like explore east more. See, knock all those items. Huzzah. I'm assuming this was just a switch that was down here. Because it might be like that. I mean, were those water things ever accessible? Probably. Maybe they were something that just gets blocked off now that I've finished this part of the game. Yeah, it's just a switch. Just a switch with all other things that no longer work. Poor, poor dragons. Poor dragons. Sad dragons. Right here, this is what it means to go through the game as is, man. We explore, we backtrack, we figure it out. You know, it's just like what you do for like a Dragon Quest game, right? Hey, how would you feel about that, me going through some Dragon Quest on stream? Like, that'd probably be another grindy kind of playthrough, and certainly RPGs have made their showings here pretty well, right? I think kind of a good campaign involved in the game is helpful. Overall, down we go, down we go. But again, like with a Dragon Quest game, there's a lot of grind to it. You know, be like all like this, like especially if I was to get around my stumbling a little bit. Why y'all dark? Let's find out. I have yet to finish Dragon Quest II. I was in the middle of playing that before, a while back. I think back when I was in Mississippi. And eventually I just took a break and never got back to it. But you have to get like 5 or 6 MacGuffins or something. And it allows access to the main bad's area. But I never quite finished it. I took some notes. Not great, awesome, all the notes, but some notes. And so part of me was like, well, it might be worth checking it out again. Maybe finish that save. I'd be very hesitant to do that battle. Oh, how'd these things work? There's a certain way of beating these things, but I forget. It's been too long, I forget. It wasn't worth my time to remember. This was an area. Where does this go? Just keeps going, okay. But yeah, so anyway, with Dragon Quest 2, it'd be a lot to kind of redo the progress I did before. Ugh. There's a lot of progress that was made before. It takes you back up there. I might check out this other passage here real quick and then just see if I can get out of here. So I have some serious doubts if there's any other place I really haven't looked at here. It's just so big and there's nothing else going on. It's bland, empty. Lore-wise, pretty cool. Well, we just so we have to get out of here. But it's just we've done this. We've solved this. We can go home. I'm hoping there isn't anything else to the tunnels here that leads me back to wherever I need to go, which I still don't know. Which I'm fine with. I mean, that's again part of the thrill, I guess. We get this kind of like a lot of those retro RPGs. You get to that non-linear aspect. You know, like the earth-shattering moment in Final Fantasy VI, where all of a sudden the whole game just opens up and you're gonna do whatever. You know. Can't use the elevator. Monster destroyed the last time I was there. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Monsters. This is probably gonna be nothing. Phone records. Oh. Well, we found something. Is this gonna be a tough battle? Gross. Use anti-laser. Anti-laser no more. I found her.
ごめんなさい。心配かけて。
あそこで生まれたんだね。
私もそう思っていた。でも違ったの。
え？
生まれたんじゃない。ただ作られただけ。
戻ろう、ハゼル。私たちだって悪いようにはしやしないさ。
トウがまた新しいしもべを作っている。
そんなことがわかるのか？
一度同調すると伝わってくるの。知りたくなくて。
ここから塔を止められないのか？
ダメ。直に接続しないと。でもそれは。
I don't remember how things went down, but
セストレンって
Was it something to where maybe I should have gone here before the big
名前くらいなら入力されてるわ。
floating thing?
でも詳しいことはわからない。私の役目は塔の制御だけだったから。
クレイメンのことは気の毒だと思ってる。
どうして？敵だったんでしょ、あなたの。
最初はそう思ってたけど
Turns out he wasn't a terrible guy.
正直わからなくなったんだ。いろんな人は戦いで死んでいったけど、敵を倒せば済むってもんじゃなかった。
Those mutants weren't too bad to battle either. Wait till the morning. Aww. I took good care of him, and he's awesome now. You get pets. Let's go, boys. You pet him, you get the attacks. There you go. Worth it. That's fine. Sorry about your speed bumps, bub. I made my dragon happy, and because of that, he got another ability. Still need to find that dragon part, but at least... You can go back to the Seeker's Stronghold. That seems to be where Azrael's needed. Azrael? Azrael? That's not Azrael. How would you say her name? A-Z-E-L. I don't know. Another time. Get out of my face. Windows 10. Sheesh. Dang. Cinematic. Yeah, cinematic. Here we go.
ここももう終わりだ。廃棄して次の居場所を探す。一緒に来ないか。
塔はセストレンはどうするんだ。
この少ない戦力じゃとても勝ち目などない。セストレンを倒す以前に俺はこの里の人間を守らなきゃならない。生き延びさえすればまた戦える時が来る。
Another chance. I'm the
30
chance.
年。エラーはもっと後になるかもしれんが。
Bro, I'm the firepower.
僕はもう一度塔に行く。ドラゴンもそれを望んでるし、僕が塔へ行けば構成生物を引きつけられる。ガッシュたちはその間に逃げてくれ。あとは僕が。
だがどうやってアゼルはまだ。
私も行くわ。
Bam.
私が行って彼とドラゴンをセストレンに送ります。だけど勘違いしないで。それが9世紀に与えられた役目だからじゃ
Oh,
な
I
いわ。
guess so. Technically, yeah.
あの人の言っていたこと、この人たちの言っていること、
Say.
どちらが正しいのかはわからない。だからエッジ、
Edge.
あなたに 確かめてほしいの。
I forget what is purpose. There's manufactured purpose. What is your purpose?
セストレン
truth?
に何があるのかを。
What is humanity? These are questions we're answering. Yeah, you didn't know. You best be looking at that fire. We'll be adding some bodies to it. Monster bodies.
エイジ、俺たちが最初に会った警告があっただろ。覚えてるか？
I do.
帰ってきたらあそこで再会しよう。
And we'll high five and eat sandwiches.
約束だからな。
Snap. Bam. Hit that rock. Just don't smoke it. We're getting close to end game, folks. Things are wrapping up. Places are closing down. Everything's pointing to the tower. You don't even know.
少し
Yeah. Oh, I can see my game in there. Shoot, I didn't know that. Should have told me. Oh, you should trust me, little guy. I don't know what else I need to do to have you trust me, though. I pet that dragon because that dragon was cool as heck, man. Actually, let's see what he gave me. That was... Those are... Oh, those are good. This is fine. Well, there's a thing missing. Some sort of counterattack thing. Okay, almost got everything from extra class. I mean, we're filling up the berserks, bro. Like we're getting this game real filled up. We're just getting it done. So now we come to choices. We can go to the tower, or do I try to seek out the last? Maybe last? I think there's 12. If I recall, there's 12 of these dragon pieces, not 10. Not 100% on that. I got 9 of 10 known. And I remember trying to backtrack for number 5 last time and came up with nothing. It'd probably be a matter of me just going through every single area that's available still, hoping that I hit something. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know. But regardless, this might be a good stopping point, I think. Mostly because we have done a lot. We pretty much got back into the swing of things with Panzer Dragoon Saga. We know what's happening. We discovered that, hey, Chris didn't lose all of his progress. Fantastic. We found more dragon pieces. We got through a boss battle that tested us, but again, getting back in the groove of things, I think really helped, and discovered that shield chips are awesome because they just say whatever to things thrown at you, things trying to poison you, big lasers. Who cares? It's all whatever. And now we got our camps. We got kind of our characters coming back together. We've wrapped up some things at the Seeker Stronghold. Then I'm going to try to find a new place to go. And the tower is available for probably one last stand. My guess would be that we probably do the tower. Maybe that's end game, but then you go back around after the game. We go up to the Forest of Zoak and check out what the full laser power barrier is. Do all that, perhaps. The only other thing could be maybe there's some other stuff blocked off by higher laser power in some of the other previous areas. I haven't had problems going back to them before, so thank you, Multiple Discs, for not blocking that out. I don't know. That might be next stream, will be me just sort of combing through the previous areas. It'll be a bit of a daunt thing, but yeah, it can be kind of a reintroduction of some of the places we've been, make sure we haven't missed any secrets, and confirm if I just missed out or not, without actually looking up how to get it, right? And then probably hit up the tower. I think that'd be about what we want to do. So, with that being said, I'm going to call the stream a good night here. We think we've gotten at least a couple hours in. I have to double check to see what all we have going, but respectable. Audio set back up. Camera angle is improved. At least get a little profile shot. And I don't know, maybe I should get some posters up in the future, because I got I think it's like a prison architect poster, and then obviously the Macho Man poster. To have shirtless, muscular Randy Savage telling me to be a man in the background could be helpful to really bring the spirit of the gaming basement out. Maybe. And that way too, we can have eventually Panzer Dragoon Saga wrapped up before other future gaming adventures happen. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you so much. Keep playing games. Never stop believing. And such nights. Time to walk all the way. And do this thing. Yep.
Woke up from a dream where the moon fell to the ground. Inside a hotel room that was burning down. There's a man walking over to a town he came from. Down the highway, started from the burning sun.